I'm sorry, pile 2. There is someone on the door and tried to come in with quite violently. So I have to redo the video, and because I don't know how to edit the video, it will be another separate video for pile 2 and 3 basically. So the first question about this deck when it comes to deck interview. First question is, what kind of work are we meant to do together? And to me it came, well, you can see also from the previous video, pile 2, that it want to works with you when you have a certain kind of ideas and you're in such a hurry and pushing it to the other person or the other people. Okay, it wants to work with the haste energy that you probably have inside of you, right? And then the second question is, what kind of wisdom do you offer to pile 2 if pile 2 decided to work with you, Goddess Tarot? Wow, you see the energy of strength with Oya. So let's read what is Oya in here, the wisdom of Oya. Oya, the Yoruba goddess of Niger River, is considered a patroness of female leadership and strength. Because of this, women will often ask her for the right words to gain power, meaning the strength to create peace between opposing forces. These forces may be inside you or personified in a situation. Tame them, you have the strength. So yes, basically, so the Goddess Tarot wanted to work with the haste energy that you have inside you, and probably it's not even you actually, it's probably also how to deal with this situation when someone is trying to impose their ideas on you. And on the other flip side of it, when you have an idea and you're so sure of it and you want to impart it in haste with other people, how to work it. So the wisdom that is being provided with this Goddess Tarot is the wisdom of strength with Oya. And as we already read in the Little White Book, is also with words, you know, the strength of words. So for me, it's really the wisdom of diplomacy. You see, as this card is on looking at the opposite direction, it's really, to me, it's giving me the vibe of like, okay, if you're feeling you're kind of feeling in this energy, let's tackle it. What is the diplomatic way here to help gain win-win solutions for you and the other people, or even for you and another dimension of you? You know, probably you have like some self-critic or people pleaser energy inside of you and you don't know how to deal with them. So the power of diplomacy and words with other people and inside yourself is the wisdom of this Goddess Tarot that want to work with you. Okay, so you are special, pile 2, because first of all, I have to do your video in 2 separate videos, okay? And then also you have a 2 deep teacher. If you decided to work with this Goddess Tarot by Kris Waldherr. So what is the first deep teacher card that this deck is offering to pile number 2? Is the King of Wands. Second one, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, so this is give me the vibe, the deep teacher. What I was saying before, with this Prince of Staffs is it wants to work with you when you're in haste, right? With the energy of haste. So the first one that I want to talk about, this, to me, this is connected with this Five of Pentacles. The energy of haste and pushing your ideas to other people, it has to do the anxiety with the Five Pentacles, you know, the feeling of lack, because you're afraid of FOMO, basically fear of missing out or fear of not significant enough for other people. This is stem from the lack mentality, the fear of not really measured up with people around you, you know. So that's where the lack of diplomacy and haste coming from. So this is the deep teaching that this deck will impart to you, should you want to work with it. And the second one is the King of Staff, you know, the King of Wands. And as you see, between the Prince and the King, it's like really totally, it looks like, you know, if you see my other video about this deck, I always say that, I said that this deck give me the vibe of past life energy. And this is what I mean. If you see the picture of the Prince and the King here, it feels like this King is probably the future life that you could lead, and the Prince is the past life that you had already did so many times. And the way that you can change from this Prince energy into this King of Wands energy, which is he can control. You see the way he handles his wands, he handles how he carry on his ideas to other people, you know. He's very solemn and he's very grounded. He's not very hastily try to give it to other people. Come on, take it, you know. It's not that. He's more like, okay, this is what I think, this is what I feel we need to do, but if you don't take it, it's okay. I'm here. I have my decision. I have my way of thinking. I'm a king. I don't need to convince anyone who doesn't want to do things my way, you know. I'm sovereign as it is. So it's a very different energy with this Prince, you know. So, and how you will get to it, it's the wisdom of the strength of the words, you know, the diplomacy from Oya, basically, as a goddess. This is a very this is a very special pile, actually, because it's talking about win-win solution for everyone, on how to win in every dimension of life, basically. Okay, pile 2, if you decided to work with this the Goddess Tarot deck, please let me know how that worked for you, and please comment, share it with maybe your friends who also want to use this deck, and subscribe to my channel, because at this point of time, it's the only way that you can help my channel grow. Thank you so much for your time. Please do have a nice day or night whenever you watch this video. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 3. If you choose this this coral necklace as a pile 3, if you're interested in it, so this is your reading with the deck interview of the Goddess Tarot by Kris Waldherr. Okay, let's get to it. So question number 1, what work are we meant to do together? Should pile 3 choose to work with you, the Goddess Tarot? Wow, the energy of Juno, tradition, the Hierophant. Okay, so Yeah, Juno is January actually, and it's give me the vibe of the beginning of things that doesn't necessarily throw out the past. How to uphold a tradition, and also, but also at the same time, invent it, reinvent it, you know, with all of the peacocks around this lady Juno. Oh my God, it's it is saying that with this tradition, there's a knowledge on how. Okay, so with the peacock is actually in Hindu tradition is very connected to Krishna energy and very playful actually, but at the same time is the enlightened. Uh, the peacock feathers in here, it's in a yoga tradition, it's always symbolizing the thousand eyes, you know, when your third eye chakra is open, like the peacock pose, for example, is one of the hardest pose to be done, you know, to be attained, because it's yeah, it's quite advanced movement, basically quite advanced body posture. And also it gives me the vibe that it's the tradition on how to remain healthy actually, because the peacock, also the peacock pose in yoga, is something to do with the health of the digestive system. Peacock is one of the rarest animal that can digest a lot of like the cobra venom, for example, because peacock eats cobra as well actually. Yeah, it hunts cobra and other snakes. So to master this this yogic posture is master your digestive system, master how to transmute toxic, not just in digestive, but also words, you know, thinking, uh, toxic thinking, toxic traditions that you probably inherited, how to transmute it, Okay, so this is interesting. And with the sun as a halo at Juno, also it's probably upheld the tradition of the sun, with Juno being the January as well, the beginning of again, you know, when the sun is starting to come back in the longer hours, not winter anymore. But let's read also the little white book. What does it say about Juno? Maybe we will find something else as well. Okay, so Juno was honored as the patroness of marriage and other traditional rites of passage in women's life. This Roman goddess was believed to watch and protect all women from their first breath to their last. Meanings: following established social structures and tradition. In love relationship, the desire for marriage or declaration of intention for the sake of security. Okay, so maybe the shadow side of working with this deck that come to you, pile 3, is your energy of dependency and your belief that you can only go so far, you can only get established if you're married to someone, you know, which is not necessarily true for everyone. But yeah, if you so choose to work with this deck, it wants to work with this energy within you. Okay, so what is the second question is, what kind of wisdom would the Goddess Tarot deliver to you should you choose to work with it, pile 3? Wow, it's the energy of 8 of Wands. So the energy of Wands is wisdom of fast and swift movements. Actually, this has an energy of Sagittarius also, like an archer who's like, you know, an archer who's taking up the bow and like losing, let it go. So it's a very fast movement. So the wisdom that it wants to impart, should you work with it, is actually the energy of swiftness. Maybe you're someone who's like wishy-washy, or you're held a lot of like consideration before you're doing things. So the wisdom is like, you don't necessarily have to do it all the time according to time, or you waiting for certain opportunities. You can just do it, you know. So this is the wisdom that it wants to impart to you. Okay, so the third and final question is, what card in this deck is showing up as the deep teacher for pile 3, should you choose one to work with this Goddess Tarot? So the deep teacher card energy is Prince of Cups. Wow, the Prince of Cups is yeah, something, it's a masculine energy. Wow, Prince of Cups is someone who would come to propose marriage to you. Oh my God. So, you know, like we were reading about the tradition of Juno, it's about marriage and what this marriage means, you know. Is it really someone who sees marriage as a way to establish themselves? Is it need to be like that? So the deep teacher is the Prince of Cups. So meaning the deep teacher is like, the tarot deck is one to help you to see if the person of it is the prince. Okay, so I'm going to say a he, because it is a prince. It's not, it's a different gender. It doesn't necessarily have to be a male, but it's someone with a strong male energy, strong masculine energy. That what is basically the type of male or counterpart that you want to have to continue the tradition, to continue the marriage, to continue your bloodline, you know. What type of male energy that good for you? This is the deep teaching that it will work with you, will teach you, which help you decide which Prince of Cup, which male counterpart, not male counterpart, but masculine energy counterpart that work well for you. Okay, wow, this is like really, it's just really interesting reading. So basically the third pile is about yeah, how to not wishy-washy and in terms of relationship, and if you have a big consideration on which kind of energy or which kind of person that you want to share your life with, this deck could help you gain that wisdom. Okay, so that's basically it, my friends. I hope if you choose pile 3 and you decided to work with this deck to have a deeper meaning, of deeper understanding of what marriage or what this continuing tradition means in your life, please let me know. How does it work? How does it correlates with your life? Is it working? Please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, share it with the friends that want to use it as well. That's the only way that you can help my channel right now to grow, and I would really appreciate it. Okay, I mean, working with this deck is very interesting energy, and it's not the easiest deck that you get to work with, I think, but it's it gives you a lot of, well, it gave me a lot of insights about unconscious patterns. basically. So I think this deck is worth to give it a go and to work with for some time, you know. But I truly understand if it's not for everyone, and even if you work with it, it doesn't last forever, you know. It's not a deck you go to every day and every day and every day for daily readings. I don't think it's quite the energy is quite boom, you know. It's give you reading list. It's literally sending me the book that I really wanted to read for a long time. It's literally sending me that, you know. So if you decided to work with it, please let me know how it goes with you, and leave the comments, okay? It will be interesting for me to know as well. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys and girls. Have a nice day and night, anywhere, anytime you watch this video. Thank you. Bye.